Hello, good evening, and welcome to this evening's edition of... Oh, sorry, the Waitrix.
And it wasn't dead.
Sorry, Lorenzo, I've just dragged you into the room, and you've just talked over the introduction, but that's fine. No Andy Davo tonight, because he's actually playing. He wants us to cover his match, but what he doesn't know is we're not going to do that. No, we are. I'm not going to lie. How are you, Lorenzo? Oh, hang on, have I turned myself on? I may not have turned myself... Oh, I have turned myself on. Lorenzo, are you there? You haven't muted yourself?
He was talking fine. Yes.
He was, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Oh, there we go. There he is. There he is. How are you, Lorenzo? Oh God, there's a big delay on him. What's going on?
Can you hear me all right, Gav?
We can hear you, but you're not responding on Discord for some reason. Have you muted the sound? I think he's muted the sound, Waitrix. How are you, the Waitrix?
I'm fine. A little bit tired, but hey, it's Monday.
So, we are covering Andy Davo's match tonight, and hopefully in a moment Lorenzo will sort out his issues.
I should be here. Am I not here?
You are here, but you're on a delay. I don't know if you're watching it through the stream or rather talking to me through Discord. I don't know.
I'm talking to you through Discord, but I think there might be lag issues for some reason.
Yeah, it does sound like that you're not hearing us straight away.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
Well,
You seem to be responding in a more timely fashion now. So
here's the way to test it. So, Gav, 1 + 1 =
2.
There we go. Lovely.
Right. Well, there we go. There's the gremlin for the evening. So we are covering the FA Cup draw tonight, which is great because there are 32 coaches still in the FA Cup. We're listening to Lorenzo breathe at the moment. Yeah, you've been a heavy breather.
I think if the microphone stays under particular orifices, it takes that. But how about now?
I don't want to know which orifices you're placing your microphone under. That's just disturbing now. Right, so Andy seems to have bottled it because he's definitely not playing at the moment, is he? No, he's not. He's not playing at the moment. There's a few matches going on. So I caught GCBC 2 last night. You didn't capture Game of the Night.
We were sorely missing the Game of the Night, but we weren't expecting an Orc Mirror to go 3-3, and we didn't expect Goblins to work. And I apologise for that. However, you should have messaged us when it was going on, and then we might have switched.
There we go. Look, there's Andy's match. He's just started. Right, so I'm going to bring in the Blood Bowl 2. Yeah, I did think about it, but I wasn't watching the stream. It wasn't until it was 3-2 to me that I even put the stream on to see what you were covering, because I wanted to hear what you thought of the game, because it'd been absolutely nuts. But Andy versus... is it Preezy? Preezy's playing tonight, is that right?
Yeah, he's playing Preez. So he's taking on Lad's Forgotten Legacy.
This should be a good game, I think. What are the predictions for tonight, the Waitrix? Can I ask you that?
And Priest is playing Dark Elf.
Well, this is first v second in Premiership West. This is a top build match. Currently at the moment, Black Star Crusade are sitting at 3-0-0 and Preez's Dark Elves are sitting just 2 points behind on 2-1-0. So this is for the lead of Prem West. So, how do you think it's going to go?
3-1 to the Elves.
Okay, let's have a counter argument to that, because there's no elf biased in this channel tonight. Not that. And it's raining. That's not good news for the elves. Let's be honest. There is no elf bias. It's purely
rain is better for the elves than it is for the
it's purely coincidental that we have 2 elf coaches. We're listening to Lorenzo breathe again. It's under the.
There you go. Should be better.
That's it. We're not hearing you breathe anymore. So it's purely coincidental that we actually have 2 other elf coaches. It just happened to be the way it was tonight. So there you go. 1 babe for Preez. So there we go. 2-0 chaos, says Rinjani. Good evening to the viewers. Good evening, Bulldog. Good evening, Al Bundy. Good evening, Rinjani. Good evening, James. Mystic John. Nice of you to catch this game. Big Premiership game tonight. Top of the West. And let's be honest, this is the best the West can offer at the moment. It's been a long while since the West won anything. apart from the FA Cup, and apparently according to Andy, this season the FA Cup is nothing more than a tin cup. It's funny how his attitudes change depending on how well he does. Good evening, Mile. Good evening, Bob. I'm not going to say good evening to Prees. And we're muted. Thank you, Prees. Right, so we think 3-1 to the Elves. What's your rationale for that, the Waitrix? You threw it in there. Why 3-1 to the Elves? Is that wishful thinking?
No, it's Elves.
Oh,
Just Elves.
the weather's changed and
Into
it's
rain.
still raining.
just an update on the weather. It's still raining.
I hate the rain.
Kind of like in the UK, right?
It's been ridiculously warm. Andy does have a sure-handed beastman, Phil Graves, at the back there. So, what do you do in this situation? You're both elf coaches. I know Dark Elves and High Elves, and then there are some key differences, and we'll probably cover that over the night. But how are you looking for this game to go? Andy's got a lot of claw on that line as well, hasn't he? 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that Minotaur got claw as well? There's at least 5 claw pieces that I'm seeing there.
Yeah.
He's
but
pretty
he
much.
doesn't have block on the Mino.
No,
That's a
That's
key point.
important.
True.
I think, to be honest, as Elves, you want to be winning 2-0 by the end of the first half on a defensive. That's how you have to approach this as Elves. Because I mean, statistically, you're not really going to have that many players. I mean, Priest has got a pretty good bench of 2 more players, but just naturally, I think attrition's going to kick in unless that dodge does overtime.
I used to have a bench.
Now it's just an extra bit of the crowd stands.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so I think Priest here will be looking. I mean, it's so tricky for him, but he's got that.
First KO of the night there, but yes.
Oh, brutal.
First
I think,
knock,
to be honest,
first knockout.
he's got the plus agility, tackle, dodge, block, blitzer there that was a pain in my ass, and I think that's got to be the key player that he has to use. He's got a potential one-turner in that plus movement. Which elf?
So annoying. That piece that just got knocked out was the only block dodge piece on the line, and it's the only one that he's rolled a star for so far. Sod's law.
It's just the way it goes.
Oh, this brings back cold sweats. I seriously, I played High Elves, and I know I've covered it before. I played High Elves in the UKBBL when I first started joining it, and I survived 6 or 7 seasons in the Premiership with them. They broke me. I was very reliable at finishing 9th season after season, just outside the relegation slots. I did finish 5th one season, but they broke me in the end. So I salute anybody that plays Elves long term. I really do.
To be honest, so far with Blood Bowl 2, I'm not sure we've had enough seasons to call it long term yet. I mean, certainly that sounds like a significant number of seasons that even I'm not sure I'm going to be able to last.
Didn't you play? You played High Elves in Chaos Edition as well, though, didn't you, Lorenzo?
Never in the UK Blood Bowl.
Okay.
I played Vampires, and I may well have played Lizardmen for 1 season.
Oh, that's right. You were a very good vampire coach. So with Legendary, and I've not had a chance because obviously Lorenzo does present GCBC 2 on a Sunday night, so we don't often have this crossover, which is
it's nice.
Nice to have you. When Legendary comes out, are you going to be looking back at the vampires again? Is that the temptation?
Yeah.
Because that was your thing. Lorenzo's Dracul, they were a pretty meaty team, weren't they?
They were. Yeah, I'm going to try and resurrect them as best I can. But to be honest, it really it depends A on when Legendary Edition comes out, and B whether my High Elves have a good chance of winning the Premiership or not. Again, if they think if it looks like the team by the end of this season's got, let's just say hypothetically, and this is very wishful thinking, Legendary Edition comes out by the end of this season. If my High Elf team is in a good position and they're looking healthy, then I will probably stick with them for another season or 2. If they look completely smashed, I'll go straight to Vampires. But once these High Elves are done, Vampires.
I'm just going to pause the stream here. Question: do you throw this last block with this Beastman? Because if you do, is that not putting pressure on that ball carrier? It's a bit dangerous, isn't it? Although
Yeah.
I suppose if you do get the push and he manages to get the ball away, what's he going to do with the ball? Although I suppose that means he could then swarm. This isn't going to lend itself to a play. He's having a good think about it. That was
I think, to be honest, you can
Sorry,
even still take it. No. Sorry, I'm jumping in, but you can even still take the both down option here,
Yeah.
and that's perfectly legitimate. So it is a 2-die where essentially anything from a 2 to 2, 5, or a 6 will do the work.
Yeah, you don't want the. Oh, he is wary about it. That's what he's done. He's backed off. You see, that's quite clever what he's done there. Now he can take the blitz. Oh, there you go. There's the both down. Although that now he's got to take the both down, isn't he?
Yeah, and I think he can feel safe to do so because I don't think Priest will want to. He'll choose wrestle because he won't want to take the claw mighty blow.
Absolutely. That's the one time that you don't take that. There we go. As usual, Andy takes 3 minutes and 50 seconds to complete his turn. It's nothing like he overthinks it.
I've got snacks. Don't worry.
I very rarely get past 3 minutes now. I play very much instinctively.
Why is that? Do you just find trusting your guts the right call?
When you're playing passing orcs, what else is there?
Well, exactly. I mean, make the pass first thing, and then the rest.
Well, I'm not that reckless. I'm not that reckless. I mean, there are turns, I suppose, where I spend a little bit longer thinking about it, but by and large, it's seat of your pants stuff. Even on defense, even my opponent last night, I was playing against Karcher. I forget, Glasshammer is his name on Twitch. Even Glasshammer last night actually commented, "You dodge a lot, don't you?" I went, "Yeah, I played 20 seasons with elves, 20 years with elves in my old tabletop league. Does it show?" And he went, "Just a little bit." So, well, there we go. There's an armor break. There's the witch elf going through there.
Nice, but then I suppose Priest has to start thinking about which one that tackle piling on mighty blow player.
That tackle piece, he's gonna protect from her. That's his only tackle piece. That Willie Stroker is a prize target, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah, if he ever goes down, he's getting fouled. Or
Do you foul? I mean,
you do have a dirty player on the Dark Elf team.
I suppose if you got it, you got to use it. But realistically, it's not a deep bench against Chaos, is it? But I suppose it's only one tackle piece. You get that tackle piece off the pitch, a lot more of your pieces are going to stay on.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah, I think as long as you've got a relatively healthy bench, and we're talking like you can at least field about 10 players next drive, I reckon you go for the foul.
Do you not think Andy's going to be feeling a little bit uncomfortable right about now?
I think he will. I think he'll be slightly nervous. I was a little bit curious about the pullback. I have to say, having played a good number of games where I pulled back against elves, and it did not help me one bit.
Well, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. You've got to re-roll that, surely. You don't want to risk it. Oh, I'd re-roll this. I'd definitely. It's armor value 7.
Key piece.
Yeah. This is tough now. Where'd you go? I mean, my head is saying passing play here. I'm not going to lie.
I wonder why it would be saying that.
20 years of elf. What do you think, Glasshammer?
Too bad Andy didn't build passing chaos.
I'll tell you what, I'm so pleased that my throwers rolled an agility upgrade. It's just
that's going to be sweet.
Oh, it's just much easier to play passing orcs now, I tell you. I mean, it's not as good as my movement 7 agility 4 thrower from Blood Bowl 1, but he's getting there. I mean, he was a wood elf, let's be honest. He wasn't an orc anymore. He was green.
He transitioned.
He did transition, yeah.
Naturally transitioned. This is a tough one for Andy. I think you have. I don't know. I think you go for that centre point. There's a witch elf that you could potentially take out here, or at least push away. But then I almost feel like you need to do it with the Minotaur just to get 2 pushes.
The problem is you can't cage up there. Even if you get even if you get that beastman up through that gap and you've cleared it out, where are you going? You can't cage because he's got that box of line of 3 Dark Elves one side, that one Dark Elf blitzer with sidestep in the middle. Where do you go? I think you've got to come around the side, haven't you? Surely.
Yeah. I think you're right, Gav. I think he's probably going to try and take out this, I guess, the Chaos right, and try and I don't know. This is a really tough one.
Well, let's be honest. They're at the top of the Premiership for a reason. Andy is a 6 times champion.
No, that's true. I think, yeah, I'd be tempted to go with the Minotaur Blitz onto the Witch Elf. Try and get it so it's going to be a 3-die block. But you risk rolling the 1, and if you roll the 1, you're stuffed. Then you are making your passing play.
Right, good morning, Bush Ranger. Good to have you with us from down under. Good evening, Farron. Oh, good evening, Valkers. We've not had you before. Maybe we did last week. Good evening, Colossus as well. Nice of everybody to join.
That's my brother.
Oh, is it?
It is.
Does he play in the UKBBL yet? If not, why not?
He doesn't play Blood Bowl at all.
Wow. Actually. Well, what are we going to do about that then, the Waitrix? There's your Blood Bowl UKBBL challenge. There's an armor break.
Good hit.
That's a KO.
Doesn't even need the piling on. Sweet.
I'm guessing so far Priest is pretty happy that he picked the Babe.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have to say, I used to take lots and lots of apothecaries and then realise, oh crap, all of my players have been knocked out.
I got an extra apothecary for my last game. It didn't help. That's the Apo that rolled dead into death.
We will be really, Schaefer. I'm not coming to play speedrunners. You know I stream 8:30 onwards on a Monday. Lordy Lord. What was I going to say? We will be covering that very, very fine dwarf team at the top of Barron Hills West, and we'll be looking at the underrated dwarves.
I need to have a look at these dwarves. I don't think I've noticed them.
Oh, there's a very good dwarf team in Barron Hills West, and then Rowanberries are very good. I was talking to Zunk just before the broadcast started, and saying I mean, this is no offence to Philadeus, but we haven't had. I mean, he's been in the Premiership now for 1 season, and he's managed to stay there, which is good, great. But it's been a long while since the UKBBL had a dwarf team able to compete in the top division for a long time, right up the top. I remember back when I first started playing with High Elves, dwarves were about, and there was one horrific dwarf team in that division.
The less dwarf teams that are horrific, the happier I am.
The less dwarf teams, period.
Period, yeah.
Andy's done quite well here, hasn't he?
Thing is, though, you do have diving tackle on your beastman. That's nice, and that's locking down that witch elf. But I still think it's quite possible that the thing that Priest's team really lacks is guard. Okay, yeah, that might put the final sort of nail in the coffin. Yeah, Andy's done quite well here then. With that go for it, or 2 go for it, so that's pretty good.
I don't think he's going to block here, is he?
No, you wouldn't block with the beastman. He's doing fine, just standing there.
So now you spin this on its head. Now Andy's going to be feeling pretty good about this, isn't he now?
This is the unfortunate thing for Priest, is it depends on how many injuries he takes. But the clock is already ticking. He's taken 2 KOs in 2 turns.
Who'd you go after this turn if you're the elves then? The Waitrix. If you were in Priest's position at the moment, who would you be targeting? Who is the go-to piece?
To hit?
Yeah.
Or,
who do you hit here?
I'd go for his killer.
Yeah.
He's protected though, isn't he?
No. He's too dieable.
You stand the
Yeah, I know he's too dieable, but if you don't, well, the pieces that you put on him to get the 2 die, you're going to leave the piece that's left over against the claw piece, aren't you? I suppose not.
You can dodge out as long as you knock him down.
Yeah, but you need to counterbalance the assist that they
Yeah,
give
but
you.
you leave the wrestle guy that was already on the line of scrimmage to start with.
We're going after the Minotaur instead. I like that.
It's not a bad pick, actually.
No, because that upsets Andy, doesn't it?
It's a big guy with armor 8.
Oh, I thought we were going to see a foul. The dirty players there.
You foul with the...
Well, I suspect we will see a foul, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming.
Foul incoming.
I'm sort of very conflicted about this game because realistically, I mean, if we go by points,
No, we're not going to see a foul now.
oof.
Lucky he managed to... He rolled an 8 on the armor as well.
Double
Does
one.
that? No, there's sidestep on that witch elf, so she's not getting surfed. Unless Andy commits a lot of players to surfing her.
Yeah, and that's him losing the game if he tries to surf her.
Might just go for the standard hits though.
Might still get a foul on the Mino.
Yeah. I don't think Andy wants to give the elves even 2 turns to score though. So I would have thought he's probably looking to just
Stall it out.
stall it out.
Well,
She's
Ekawad, stop being mean about the dwarves. Let's praise dwarves where we've got them, please.
No, let's not.
Let's not.
We should be inclusive. I wonder why Preeze's sidestep's still in contact with the diving tackle piece.
I think he wants to keep the diving tackle piece locked down because that will really limit what else he can do.
The impact. That's an expensive piece to lock her down a diving tackle piece, though, isn't it? That's a pretty talented witch elf.
It is true, but there's nowhere I think that witch elf's in a perfect position, kind of from a threatening perspective, because she's always going to be a threat to that back line.
Well, that's true, and I suppose the issue is you can't just leave her because she's a scoring threat as well.
Exactly.
Because even with diving tackle, it's a 4+ with a dodge. That's 75% chance. Oh, here we go. He is going hunting
This
with
will
the
be a
rest.
3+.
Here's the tackle piece, and he's got her.
Oh, this could be nasty.
Fuck her up.
Do you foul this?
I don't think you even need to foul this. Probably
This is mighty
you've got
blow
tackle
piling
mighty
on.
blow.
Tackle might block piling on.
Yep.
Through, and you
Yeah,
pile
you-
on
you-
her.
you
Here we
pile
go.
on.
Here we go. He's through without the arm mighty blow. There we go.
And Priest
off she
is
goes.
probably even happier that he fought the Brave now.
If I was Priest, I would be feeling very good about my armor, my injury rolls so far.
Why can't I get KO'd players?
So, Gav, you realise you've just brought on the 2 most depressed high elf players after MD4, right?
Well-
I wonder if that's on purpose.
Out of interest, right? So, at the moment, as you're feeling depressed, how much do you wish you'd gone Dark Elves instead?
I don't.
I don't. My players are better than Dark Elves most of the time.
Go on then, give us the lowdown on Dark Elves versus High Elves.
So
On offense to start with.
what the Dark Elves are taking the ball,
No,
High Elves
you're
kicking.
not necessarily playing against each other. I'm just talking in general. When you look at two teams, about 1500 1500 TV, Dark Elves not against High Elves, but Dark Elves compared to High Elves. So on offense, what are the big key differences?
well, Dark Elves are naturally going to have more block, aren't they? But the High Elves have just got more speed, more passing play. They get to be more elfy. That's really why I play High Elves over Dark Elves, is because I feel like Dark Elves are,
passing game.
yeah, love for the passing game. Ooh, are we going to see any? I mean, an injury would do great here for Priest, wouldn't it?
No, another armour break.
It's an armor break.
Hmm.
That is a mighty blow, Witch Elf, which is always nice.
But
I had a mighty blow piece once.
Oh, here we go again. Jesus, wet. Shoot me now.
I still got mine. I'm quite happy about this now. I think also Dark Elves,
Yes!
they are more
Yes.
painful.
Oh!
Yes.
Oh! Oh, it's Deja Vu!
Well done.
Off we go. There we go. Woohoo! Spin going on. Yeah, baby. Not having it all
That's
yards.
good.
1-0 on casualties to the Dark Elves.
You know what? I was criticising Priest for having a dirty player.
Brilliant. Happier now. Miss it, John. I can't, I'm afraid. I can't stream tomorrow night. Tuesday is not a streaming night, I'm afraid. In fact, no other night of the week other than Monday is a streaming night. That is the local arrangements with the boss.
Just pointing out, Dirty Player did something.
We did.
Yeah, no,
we did.
he did. He broke the armor without dirty player wouldn't have broken armor. Is that what you were saying?
No, it made it an injury.
Yes, it did. It made it from 9 to 10. It was the dirty player that turned that into the injury. Yeah, excellent.
Wow.
Andy Davo has actually downloaded OBS, so he is now looking at streaming as well.
I know. I linked him to that. Should I have not?
Well, he's already been practicing.
He can't
today.
get enough.
Yes, he was asking me for lots of things. I'm using such an old version of OBS.
He's hooked now.
Well, I mean, you have a very nice setup where you do a very good job of, in general, doing all the fancy mechanics and showing your face and stuff. Whereas I just literally just stream the game, and that's about all I can do.
It's
Pilot?
a lot of tinkering. It's not like
Yes, it's another
there we go.
KO.
Another KO. Andy's going to be punching walls. Andy, I don't know if you've had a chance to speak to Andy about his high elf team from the OCC. If you had heard about it, he would have been crying this week as well. Maybe it's anti-high elf week.
Might be.
Andy had a very bad game. Apparently he rolled 32 ones. Something like that. Or 32 double ones, I'm not sure. Apparently he rolled an awful lot of double ones. He was crying and crying and crying.
I think he mentioned something about 7-8 snake eyes. I'm curious why Andy actually. Actually, I can understand maybe. I'm curious why Andy did.
Oh, here we go again. Oh, that one's not even a knocked out, that one.
Sweet.
Did
I'm
he
curious
run
why Andy
through-
didn't go for the both down on the first dice and used to reroll. Because I would have thought both down would be fine, really.
Did Andy run the double ones through Samba? His action calculator? To figure out the
He
odds.
did. See, FanFox is already missing my Meatloaf stream. Basically, my Meatloaf concert disguised as a Blood Bowl stream.
You had a Meatloaf concert?
When I started streaming, it just so happened that I was listening to a lot of Meatloaf, so I just had Meatloaf playing constantly in the background.
So this is interesting. It's now Andy's term 5.
Yeah, and he needs to
He needs to start getting a
up
move on, really.
because he's almost further back with the ball than where he picked it up.
Yeah, but he hasn't got many players to go through, has he?
But
Oh,
He's
double skulls!
yeah,
That's where you use the reroll.
And no armor break.
I think. Do you pile on or do you try and hold it?
I'd probably skip piling on there.
Yeah. See, I was thinking.
Do you stay there for the punch, though? You're going to get punched next turn.
I think, to be honest, Andy will be happy if the Dark Elves start trying to punch him. Because that means they're more likely to be broken through. I mean, realistically, he's 10 against 7 here.
So do you
Dark
back
Elves
away?
are good.
I suppose you just got to carry on backing away 1 square a turn. And
Yeah. That's how the Dark Elves, I would have thought, would want to play this now.
Yeah.
They don't really have the players to actually knock the ball down and carry it
I'll
away.
tell you what he needs. He needs a strength 4 piece. That's what he really is yearning for.
He does have an Agi 5, so it's
Yeah.
not impossible.
I'm sorry, don't wish. He's quite spoiled for choice. He's got an Agi 5 on his blitzer and he's plus move. Don't wish him better stuff, Gav. I have to play. Well, I have to finish the season versus him. I've already played him, but you know, direct competition here.
Oh, he needs. All I was saying is, if you had a strength 4 piece, you can block Willie Stroker back. Perhaps even follow up or stand up that player that's lying on the floor actually, and then you can actually block everybody else back. Actually, you know, I suppose Andy's following up now though, so now it becomes a case of.
Yeah, I think, to be honest though, I think even if you had strength 4, there's a lot of guards, so you're going to have a hard time really getting.
Yeah, but at least Mino's not gonna help anymore.
Yeah, but I was thinking about this when the Mino went down. Is that a curse in disguise? Because that Minotaur is kind of the weak point in Andy's team. It's one of the few players without block, and it's got Loner.
Yeah, but it's
been replaced by.
The one replacing is an unskilled beastman.
Yeah, exactly. You just look at what's on the bench. Would you have an unskilled beastman versus a Minotaur on the pitch?
That's true. I was just sort of thinking that the elves are going to capitalise on turnovers. That's what they always have to do.
Yep.
Good evening, Scold. Yeah, turnovers win games. That's the situation.
I guess we're going to find out whether we're doing the one jump away screen or whether we're going to go for the. Andy's done a good job of putting the diving tackle piece though where it needs to be.
Yeah.
So I mean, it means the blitzer's dodging out on a
3
Yeah.
dodge. That's fairly decent.
It's pretty good. But the other one's diving out on 4.
Yeah, with a reroll. He's got dodge built in, so that's oh mind you, there's a tackle. There is a tackle piece there as well. So yeah, yeah, it's that combination. You've got Willie Stroker with the tackle, and then you've got the diving tackle piece sitting right there as well. And it shoots through rerolls. I think it is the sensible play though to dodge away. There we go.
Oh yeah,
that was the 6.
that'd be okay.
There we go. There's the diving tackle. So he's down. And he's taken.
Nah, he just takes it.
That's fine.
That's good. That means Andy just breaks through past that dirty player.
Yeah.
And Andy will be happy now. Take out the dirty player, get some revenge for the Minotaur, and walk past the Dark Elves.
Thing is, he's not getting really far though.
What he will do once he gets this dirty player out of the way.
Yeah, but I'm saying even after he moved the dirt player.
That's a bit unfortunate that he didn't get more off that. If he pushed him, that'd make it a lot easier.
Yeah, that's the problem now because he's lost some squares there. I don't think it's a disaster though.
Nah, I think it'll be fine. As long as you're moving sort of 2 squares up each time, more than 2.
Good evening, 20 Phoenix. Good evening, Scold. Nice to have you here. Good evening, Fam Fox. What's happened to Andy's OCC team? It got broken to bits.
And he cried.
It got broke a little bit. Apparently, there was a metaphorical hole in the wall where he wanted to punch his fist through. He didn't, but he wanted to.
How restrained him?
I think it's because he lives with a lady now, you see.
No, can't go around trashing walls.
That's right. You have to justify yourself. That's the way to get banned from playing Blood Bowl, that is. So Andy's blitzed and now having a think, and I think this whole thinking time here is because he's planning where he's going now after not getting the pushback on that Dark Elf. This would have been much easier if he'd got the pushback.
I mean, you can still get an effective cage. You've got 2 Chaos Warriors who can form 2 more corners, and then you've got the legendary Willie Stroker.
What you have to understand about Andy is he does not like rolling unnecessary dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But you don't need to necessarily. You should. Oh, we'll see what he does. But you could, without making any go for it, get a cage up without rolling any dice. With Harry Balls as the guy at the back, I think. I think. 2, 3, 5, yep. 6. But it looks like he's going to cage up around the dirty player, which is, I mean, it's probably fine. As long as the dirty player doesn't roll a 2-die uphill 6, you're good.
36 chance.
It's true. Big odds. Big odds. The hmms explain it all. Would you put the Chaos Warriors? Don't know what he's doing there. I feel like the Chaos Warriors, you always want to be furthest up. I shouldn't really be challenging Andy, but I know he'd be doing it to me. So.
Well, let's be honest, Lorenzo. You got to the playoffs last season, and Andy didn't. So
exactly.
You've got the form. So
exactly. I think I'm qualified in this situation. And I'm only going to get few chances to take advantage of this, so I'm going to do so.
Criticise the day, though it's well allowed. Okay, there is
actively encouraged.
There is actually a way for Andy to formulate a 1-dice off. Oh no, there isn't. I'm lying. Actually, I'm just looking at the wrong ball carrier. So I thought the ball carrier was Jason Waterfalls rather than Phil Graves. I thought the ball carrier was Jason, but. I have to ask, Lorenzo, because obviously we've not had you on the GCBC 1 before.
Cool.
How did you get into Blood Bowl? How long have you been playing? And what draws you to your first love? I don't know what your first love is. You can tell us that in a minute. So tell us your Blood Bowl background.
So I started playing Blood Bowl one Christmas Steam sale when Legendary Edition went on sale. And I got that, and that's where it all sort of began.
There's the dive and tackle again. Oh, he's got away this time though.
Yeah, that's rough.
That was the dodge kicking in.
Yep. I don't think it'll trouble Andy too much, but...
And he used the reroll.
Yeah. So
Did he? Did he? Hold on, what?
That's a funny log there, isn't it?
So what, did he?
He dodged and failed.
Dodge failed.
And dodged. Used dodge and failed.
Oh yeah, he used dodge,
And
which failed,
he
and
used
then
his
used the
own
team
reroll.
reroll as well. But you can't reroll. You can't. Actually, shouldn't code like that. That's not. You're not supposed to be able to roll any dice roll more than once.
Yeah, exactly. Was that double dice?
That's a,
Oh, that is very strange. That's 2 rerolls used on a single dodge.
I wonder if that's
Somebody
just,
add that to the bug log.
Oh no, look, it's dodge 2 plus, dodge 4 plus. It looks like it's just it's displaying incorrectly. The dodge 2 plus is successful, and he's chosen to use the dive and tackle, which changes it to a 4 plus.
Yeah.
Then he's used the reroll.
Right.
Makes sense.
I'm just too eager to
I
put stuff into the
don't
bug log.
think I've ever looked at it that closely before.
Yeah, I very rarely use the dice log. That has to be said. That was one of my proudest moments on Chaos Edition, is where I revealed a vampire bug that no one could explain.
We'll have a look
Quite
at
late
that.
into the game.
Yeah, it first checks the dodge without dive and tackle. Yeah, we got there. It's
I think
okay.
credit goes to you, Gav, on that one. I was about to go on a crusade.
Right, so you got Legendary Edition, so you've never played
Yeah.
tabletop before?
I haven't played tabletop.
But you played Games Workshop games?
Yeah, I used to play Warhammer.
So
funnily enough, I played High Elves and Vampires.
What attracted you? Oh, what, in Warhammer?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, which type of vampires? There's a lot of vampires out there. I mean, were you playing when they had 4 different types of vampires?
I was playing quite recently, so no, it was, well, I don't know what time, it was in 2010.
Okay. So they had 4 different types of vampires. play at one point. You can play as the Von Carsteins or
You played in the 7th edition then, right?
Yeah, I think so. Something like that.
the Lachmians, which are like the lady ones, and then you could play... Anyway, we're not here to talk about Warhammer. We're here to talk about Blood Bowl. Slightly different universe. So what do you do now? This is a diving tackle piece, so you've got to hit him with Willie Stroker here, haven't you?
Yeah. I think you get the diving tackle piece, what, 1, 2, 3. So you get him next to the agility plus and the other 2 blitzers. That'll be good. And then you can move the Chaos Warrior in as well, which will be nice. Then you need to just get rid of a lens. The problem is then if you use that...
And he's got to get... Don't forget, Phil Graves has got to get into scoring range this turn.
Yep.
As well.
And he won't be able to get rid of all the threats.
And there's the sidestep. That was a 3 dice block. Is Andy going to re-roll that, you think? Because that's dreadful, where that piece is going now. Yeah, look.
It's dreadful, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, but Andy needs to get in scoring range this turn.
Yeah, and he doesn't have enough players to protect the ball.
No.
He's got... Let's have a look. So he's got 1... Jason Waterfalls can do it. Doris Scott could... Yeah, this is a problem now.
He's only got... Because otherwise you're dodging with Doug Graves at the back there. This is tough now.
Oh, Andy. So, yeah. Because you can't put him up on the side because he is just going to get knocked. This is where that plus agility blitz is going to be horrible. And he's not tagged down right now.
So that was Legendary Edition, was it? On a Steam sale?
Steam sale, Legendary Edition. Then I did some YouTubing for a while, and that was quite good fun. Where I did some YouTube commentaries. Chaos Edition. I think it was Chaos Edition where I joined the UK Blood Bowl, which is the only league I've ever been part of. I'm very exclusive.
Me too, if it helps. Although that's not actually quite true. I did play in Rock, Paper, Shotgun.
I was in OCC 1 season.
There we go then. Oh, Andy has to be feeling concerned now, really, doesn't he?
3, 4, 5, 6.
That's quite a nice easy 1 die to get.
That is a nice 1 dice.
The big question is whether this diving tackle player can lock down the Merkava.
The diving tackle. Oh dear. So the diving tackle piece.
You don't re-roll that, right? I wouldn't.
Where did he go?
He's fallen over on the line of scrimmage. He's up here. Yeah, he's not re-rolled it.
Oh yeah.
So
no, you don't re-roll.
I tell you what, the priest is going to do. He's going to be moving that lineman downfield. I tell you, get him in scoring range.
Yeah.
That's probably the... Oh.
Alright, so there we go.
I'd moved him up first.
Yeah, you probably should move him up first, really. That's... Yeah, that's a 2 die. 2 die with tackle, plus agility.
Off you go.
Here goes the lineman. You're going to have to...
He's got to roll a 3+ for the dodge. That's the only thing. And there is a tackle piece in play.
Would add you 5 though.
Yeah, it's a 3+.
Yeah, but it's the diving tackle. The first one is the 3+.
So he's out. He's out.
He's fine.
Oh, and there we go. There we go. That's dodge though. Oh, he's got tackle though. He's got tackle.
He's got tackle.
Yep.
Oh, and
the ball's gone off the pitch. And where's it going?
Oh! Oh no!
That's unlucky for the Dark Elves. I wonder, do you even just try this, or do you just try and block off the ball? Because that looks all right for Chaos, doesn't it?
It's a pick up in the rain, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where's the sure hands piece? It's nowhere near. It's a pick up in the rain.
His sure hand piece is the one that just
and
got
a handoff.
And then I go for it.
Yeah, a lot of dice to roll. Andy will not be feeling comfy.
Nah.
Or it's a pick up and 2 go for it, I suppose. Oh, no, that piece can't get there. So there are 2 pieces. Right, re-roll there, I think, because he's got re-roll to play with.
I would have. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I thought that was his last reroll, and I was thinking save that in case the score gets made. Oh dear, that's not good.
Oh, he's taking a go for it. Oh, that was greed. Greed go for it there. I would have just put the tackle zone.
I think it's all right. I mean, he kind of had to do it though, didn't he? Because he would have just needed a push basically on Cammy. With a 2-die block, you just need to blitz Cammy and put the, get a dodge or a push or something.
Let's a pick up, hand off, go for it.
4+, 4+, 2+, with a reroll.
With one reroll. Well, and a block.
Oh yeah, let's not forget the block. That's true.
Well, Andy's going for some greed blocks here.
Oh, I can understand that. This player is one of.
Do you block with a non-block piece though here?
No, you can't. You can't. Unless, of course, you want to. No, you can't. Okay. I know what he wants to do, but he can't do it.
He wants to surf a piece, doesn't he?
He wants to. You can feel him wanting to surf the piece, but
he's fighting his better judgment here. I'll tell you that for naught right now. Yeah, that is the agility 5 lodging tackle piece. He wants to surf. Oh, does he? If I'm Freeze right now, I'm thinking, oh, he's going for it. No, he's not. He's seen the light of day. Oh, double skull!
Oh no!
Gone.
Oh dear! If this fumbles, that agility 5 piece.
Oh, he's piling on as well.
Yeah, you have to. You've got second half to think about, and you need to turn over the elves. Oh god, Priest is just. Oh, these chaos players have been very generous today, aren't they?
4+, 4+,
Yeah.
2+.
So far,
no rerolls.
He's got 4 KOs for the trouble, and he's got a babe.
Yeah. Okay. Protect the ball. Protect the ball. Probably make this block in the instance that you get a random
One
injury.
of the things that a lot of people do. Oh, there we go. There's the pick up. There's the first 4+. Hand off now. One more 4+. 50-50 play.
You have to. You have to.
The odds just got in Andy's favour. Or does he give up on the touchdown here?
No, you have to. You have to go for the touchdown.
Yeah, you have to go for it.
You can't afford not to get the touchdown.
Especially
This
since
drive.
the elves probably won't be that much down on
No, well,
number, if at all.
What's he thinking about? Come on, there's nothing to think about here, Davo. Come on, man up, sir. Man up. Is he actually watching? I want to know. Come on, Davo, if you're watching.
Da-da.
And there we go, he's moved
What?
forward.
Oh, okay.
He isn't actually watching. Oh, he's failed the catch.
No. Oh.
And
dear.
Andy will be livid. Well played, Freeze. Yeah, very good. Very good.
Seriously, that plus agility player has been a thorn in everyone's side. Like he was.
I have one of those.
You've still got one of those. Well, that's good. It's not all bad.
Yeah, I used to have 2.
You're just gonna chip in. Shall I start chipping in with? I used to have that as well.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
ignoring.
Oh, no.
He's ignoring the. He's going for a surf here.
Oh,
That's the sure hands piece. That is
Yeah.
the sure hands piece. Oh, he's all right. Okay, so
No.
that's Phil Graves, double 1 on the
Can't-
injury. God,
can't
lucky
trust the
Andy.
crowd.
Lucky Andy.
Well, he's got 2 more blocks against Beastman there.
Does he take the blocks, or can you ignore the ball in this situation?
I actually think he can.
I would have really liked to see something where you do try and pop the ball out because you've got agility 5, and you go 1-0 up here. You're looking really pretty coming into the next half. This is I think is an important point, is you do want to.
It's hard now. He hasn't cleared a tackle. He
Yeah.
hasn't cleared a piece away now. So
Because I think what I would have done is I would have probably just tried to get the blitz
is-
onto the Chaos Warrior, push him onto the ball or something like that.
This is sensible Blood Bowl at the end of the day. This is sensible Blood Bowl. All too often you see people, and I include myself here. I'd be tempted to rush in now. Oh, hello.
Oh, nice.
That's a mighty
big.
blow, claw piece.
Dead.
No,
Oh,
he's not dead.
badly.
He's not dead.
I need them dead. Oh, okay. Well, he hasn't got the reload, does he?
Yeah, he's got one reroll.
Oh, does he?
That's a fail. Okay, well, still can't catch it.
Oh, Andy.
Well. Andy's bringing on 2 rookie beasts for the second half.
The big question is,
How many wake up?
yeah,
Yep.
all of them wake up.
Full roster.
Yeah. So
Okay. Well, Chaos have been thoroughly outbashed by the Dark Elves.
if he gets another like Beastman or 2 off the pitch, he's probably gonna be up players after scoring.
Yeah. Well, here's the question: do you score quickly here as Dark Elves, or do you score slowly?
Look at those rolls as well. We were talking about the babes. 3, 3, 4, and 5. So 2 of those woke up because of the babes.
Which ones were they?
Which ones? Near and
Suidakra, and Nur.
So Nur is the Witch Elf of Mighty Below.
Yep.
Who's
Sedakra is the Blodge lineman, number 12 lineman. On the
Sweet.
right.
Yeah, got it. There we go.
See,
Those babes.
this becomes a serious issue for me if Priest wins this, unfortunately.
Why?
Well, because here was my theory. Okay,
You're playing for second
Andy-
place.
and yeah, Andy beats Priest. Like, here's the bet: I lost to Priest, so Andy has to beat Priest, and then I have to beat Andy, and then that way we sort of all even out.
Well, if Priest beats Andy and you beat Andy, then Andy's out. That's what I'm hearing.
That could happen as well, but the state my team is in, not confident. Well, I mean both policies, but I've drawn one. I've drawn one. So you know, I feel like Andy's not going to drop that point. He might do.
He might drop that point right now.
But yeah, no, I'm sort of allowing him to drop 1 or 2 points, and this is the game where he does it. I guess the second one where he drops points is, yeah, it's going to have to be me. I guess I'm going to have to sort it out, aren't I? Jeez.
Yeah, it's tough when it comes down to you.
Well, gone are the days where I can go into match day, whatever, last match day, and just know, that's fine. I'm in the playoffs, whatever happens. That was a good feeling. Okay, but seriously, question: what do you guys do? Are you gonna score quick?
Personally, yes, because I always feel more comfortable on defense. That's just me. I know you can't do that with all races, but that's just me.
I'm with Gav here. I probably would score rather quickly. I'd probably hang back a turn, maybe 2. See if I can get some damage on the Beastman.
See, the issue for me, and we talked about this on the stream last week, is that when you're on offense, often you've got, on a good day, 3 players protecting the ball, including the ball carrier. So you're 8 versus 11. There's another reroll for Freeze. Whereas on defense, balls landed there. Whereas when you're on defense, you're the ones that are 11 against 8.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's actually, we were coming up to, we were talking about why you play. Oh, he's not gonna, is he? I thought Priest might just try. No, that would be a stupid idea. Would it though?
He's going for the Mighty Blow blitz on the Doris shot.
No, I was just wondering whether you go for the 4+ rerolled to try and get a 2-dice surf on that Blodge Beastman. I know it sounds stupid, a 4+ reroll, but if you secure up the ball and take it back to your Agility 5 Blodger,
I'm not
the
sure
value.
I'd want. No, I'm not. I have to say, I'm not sure I'd want to try and pick. Well, that's a nice power. I'm not sure I'd want to want to pick up the ball in the rain with anyone other than my agility 5-piece here, if I'm absolutely that close to the Chaos team.
That's true as well.
3+ with L's is always asking for trouble. In my opinion.
No, it's a very good point. I think he scores. I think you score fast as well. I'm in agreement with you guys.
It's like I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but it's probably what I would do.
Good evening, Ceramol. Did you lose? Yeah, see, he would have picked it up with a 3+, but with hindsight and all that. So, Lorenzo, what has you've kind of touched on it. I'm assuming that you've chosen high elves and vampires in Blood Bowl because that's what you played in Warhammer.
It partially was. I played a lot of Lizardmen in Blood Bowl. I've played most of the races.
Okay.
But vampires are frankly a cheating race and fantastic.
A cheating race?
Yeah. No other race do you get potentially 5, make that even more, potentially 6 blitzes essentially in a turn, which is what Hypnotic Gaze gives you. You look at the cage and you go, oh, that's a nice cage, and that's a nice guard piece. It'd be a shame if he was to lose all tackle zones.
That's counterbalanced by potentially the worst nega trait in the game, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just thralls are worthless, and they can be positioned wherever you like. And you know, it's a 1 in 6.
But that's the artistry of the game. No other race, with the exception, I suppose, of trolls throwing goblins. No other race, with the exception that actually eat their own players.
Yeah, but you know, to be honest, half the time it's better for the thralls anyway, because the worst they can get is badly hurt.
That's very true. I suppose if you're looking at it that way. I mean, what's the ideal roster for a vampire team then? You know, as an established vampire team. Do you take all 6 vampires? Is that the way you want to go, or is that a mistake that many people make?
No, I think 6 is a bit too much of a feeding frenzy, to be honest. 5 is usually you start off with 3, you build up to 4, and you get your 5th, and that's where you leave it.
Do you have 5 on the pitch all the time?
Yeah, every time pick 5.
Okay.
And then hope for the plus strength, plus movement, and plus agility.
So if
I think the same with that could be. Sorry, Matrix, go on.
yeah. If you're playing high TV vampires, do you have 6 vampires on the team?
No, I wouldn't. I never did. I need to double check that, but I could go back to see. Let's have a look.
Yeah, but since you want 5 on the pitch, and 1 could potentially be like miss next game or.
Yeah, I see your point on that front. The only thing to think about there is vampires have also the unique point that they get regeneration and an apothecary.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's quite nice in the sense that you can throw an apothecary at something and still have the backup of regeneration to fall on for your players.
I'm thinking to myself, this is not a conversation that we ever have with Andy because he doesn't play underpowered races, so he never has any insight into the lesser known races. I mean, you talk to him about Underworld or Chaos Pact, he starts to gibber and drool and stuff like that. So it's actually quite interesting hearing someone talking about one of the lower tiered races. This is why he doesn't like optimal play. So it's actually quite nice to have you on here this evening, Lorenzo.
Oh, thank you. To be honest, I'm always going to be a cheerleader for vampires. So anyone wants to ask.
Speaking of optimal play, your Mino, Lorenzo.
Oh. In Col.
How about you tell Gav about your Minotaur?
So on May, do you remember that ogre, Gav? That's like MVP for the entire season after a certain stardom was gained during one of your GCBC ones.
Oh yes, yeah, the Juggernaut, break, tackle, dodge ogre. Yeah, he was great.
Great player. Great player.
Yeah, I mean,
innovative play.
Innovative play, and Andy hates him, but that's fine.
Yep.
That's what we like him.
Similarly, and this isn't in league play because it might not be the most effective thing, but I do have a Minotaur in Col on a Chaos team, which I've played a Chaos team where the only rule is the only time you can score is with the Minotaur, and his current skill set is Extra arms, block, dodge, break, tackle, catch. I think that's it. There might be one more, but I think that's it. It is wonderful.
Not
I've
a
never
agility
seen.
upgrade yet.
No, so I've been waiting. He did get 2 6s, and he could have got plus strength, but I picked up the catch on that roll instead.
Because you have to score with him. What happens if
You
he's off
have
the
to score.
pitch?
Then, because it's Cole, and I'm ashamed to say this, usually I just concede and explain the rules of the game.
You should be playing for a 0-0 draw.
That's what people say, but the problem is the team is completely rubbish. We're talking about a 1,300 team where about 350 of the TV is in the Minotaur.
Yeah,
And the
I
rest
know. I've seen the team. I've seen you play them.
And it's just not worth it. And because it's Cole, I'm like, ugh. I don't like quitting, and I don't like conceding as a general rule, but I kind of figure in that case, I'm okay doing it. And it gives them all, thing. But that's one thing. I suppose I'm still kind of distracting. If I may, Gav, you can cut me off if you want. But I did find my old vampire team at the time it finished in season 15. And I can tell you I had a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vampires on that team.
What team value was that?
That was 1890.
What happened to those vampires then? Did you drop out of the league for a while, or?
I did. I sort of went on hiatus, I think, a little bit. I think I had done Lizardmen for one season after that. But basically, our famous most skilled Thrall, which had Fend, Wrestle, Dirty Player, got a serious concussion.
Oh dear.
Oh Lord, okay. What happened there?
Dodge, dive and tackle.
That's good for Andy. Andy
Yeah.
will be happy about that.
I'd be pissed off because I didn't level that elf this match.
Yeah.
Star player points. Hard in the rain though. Sorry, you were saying, Lorenzo.
No, sorry, I was really distracting. But basically, I had some fantastic vampires, but one of them, I think the best one, had sidestep, mighty blow, dodge, tackle, and block. He also had a fractured skull. Finished on 139 SPP. So he was good. Had another tackle, guard, sidestep, dodge, block piece. A dodge plus movement piece and block. And then the best one by the looks of it, which was a grand total of 260 team value, had plus strength, plus movement, dodge, block, pass. Funnily enough.
You can do what you like. You don't have to have the vampires built like blitzers, do you? They're just vampires. They can do everything.
They can do everything. And the best thing is once you pick up plus strength on it, good luck catching him, frankly. Blodge, plus strength, plus movement, agility 4. Yeah.
Well, is your minus armor?
Bob and his Yaks Minotaur. Extra arms, 2 heads, plus agility, and he did it in the UKBBL, Colsa Hills East, season 26.
As Bob challenged me.
He also had a fractured skull. He's done it in the UKBBL. Well played, Bob.
Well played. Yeah, hats off. Frankly, anyone who plays an interesting team in Chaos, and
Well,
I mean, let's
anything,
take
really.
Yeah. Well, with anything, but also especially with Chaos. Really hats off to them. I do appreciate it. So yeah, congratulations, Bob, and very much. Because Bob used to play Goblins, didn't you?
He did.
Bob used to play Gobos.
Gav, if I ever get tired of high elves, I promise on stream that I'm going to go with goblins and get as many chainsaws and bombers and whatnot as possible, just to wreck every chaos and dwarf team I come across.
You can only field one.
You do know. Clearly, man speaking that has no goblin experience there. It doesn't work like that. You don't wreck anybody other than yourself. I have got considerable.
The thing is, I don't care if I wreck myself as long as I can bring someone with me.
You won't. You'll just break yourself. I'm telling you now. That path ends in pain.
I can confirm it doesn't. It doesn't look good for the goblins at any point. I mean, but they have got a new roster, but that's in the tabletop, haven't they, Gav?
Yeah, the Doom Diver, I mean, that doesn't really help. And the Hooligan, which helps for a little while. But, I mean, yeah, I don't see... Oh dear, this is the other Witch Elf in trouble now. And
Question is, do you
armor,
pile on?
and yeah, you've got to pile on here, surely. You remove her. Come
Yeah,
on.
but he doesn't have that many pieces he can actually put to stop the Dark Elf advance here.
This is true. Oh, he is piling on, though.
Yeah, alright. I think it probably is the right move. Yeah, okay,
goes.
good.
Off she goes.
That's worth it. As long as you clear off the pitch, you're happy. But now you've got to pray. You can move the Chaos Warrior, definitely. Get another Chaos Warrior slightly up. That is about it. I suppose you can make some dodges and get... Oh, that's a good hit. From a rookie.
Do you know what? This is a case of in Blodge we trust, surely.
Yeah, it never works. Like,
it doesn't.
Come on, guys. Stay with me here. The
genuinely
play here,
doesn't.
This is the play, right? You take this Cammy at the back. That's who blitzes that Beastman away. Doug Graves gets blitzed away. Now, let's see what Andy does at the end of this turn. He's got those two Beastmen to move there.
No, I know what you're saying. You're right.
He can then clear 4 pieces. Yeah, see, Andy's done a sensible play there. I like that because that brings the guard to bear.
I just wonder with some 2-die blocks now they can, like 2-die uphill blocks maybe. Okay, I think he's looking pretty safe. That is Priest's big weakness on this team, is the fact he has no guard whatsoever.
Well, that can be said of a lot of elf teams, surely.
Yeah, it can. But like, just 1 or 2 guard pieces will do the world good.
Don't like that, though. I do not like that.
What about it don't you like?
Well, now that opens up a 1-dice block opportunity to get past this team.
You mean the player on the sideline gets up,
Yeah.
the 1-dice block is made, and then everyone runs around the left-hand side?
Yeah. You see, Andy's covered that. But that then opens up the 1-dice block on the other side.
And it was on the last second as well.
You could easily make that 2-die, can't you?
Yeah, easily. I don't like that. I think that's not great.
Yeah, I think the only thing that works in Andy's favour there is it is still going to be quite easy to just retreat back. The Dark Elves will have a problem sort of shielding off the player fully. But he's got Blodge. I mean, I think you're right. I think it is now in Blodge. Yeah. It's something that I'm sure me and the Waitrix, we're probably in agreement here. It betrays us every time.
It probably feels like it betrays you every time.
No, it actually does.
I've just thought, you know what? Just for 1 turn, there's 2 unskilled mummies there. I can just distract them with just 2 blodge pieces each. All I need is them just to hold their ground for maybe 2 turns, tops.
And then they're dead.
And then they're dead. Because they are no more part of this world. They are gone, and you don't know what happened. 6s were rolled, and you've lost the game because both your catchers are now dead.
Yeah, and then you cry, and
big dodge happening there. That's.
So that what was 2+, just about. So where? Okay, let's have a think.
He's actually done better. He's actually managed to get some kind of mini cage type thing.
He'll get a full cage, I think. He just needs to get an assist on that rookie, and then he can just knock him over. And then he put the assist where the 4th point of the cage is.
Yeah, you got to knock him down though. I suppose you can push him sideways, though, can't you? Don't want to fail this dodge.
Yeah, Bundy feels my pain. Bundy feels our pain, Waitrix.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I've got a blodging Orc Blitzer. He never fails anything from me, so I don't know what he's
Yeah,
talking
but you
about.
don't notice it because he's got armor value 9.
I'm telling you.
I know what happened to Bundy's team last game of last season.
Oh, that's a big dodge. I like that. Oh!
Sweet.
What a huge dodge that is!
Why? What reasoning? What logic was there for
If you
that?
recall this, Lorenzo, isn't this how Prees beat you earlier in the season?
Uh,
Oh, hang on, no, it wasn't. It was that zombie play that beat you in the playoffs.
yeah, that was
wasn't
that. It was. That was that. Thanks for raising two very sore points to me. But hold on. I do want to contest this. All right. What was the reasoning for that play? To bring that player in? Because here's what I'm thinking. Right. You now just have a wrestle lineman. Is the only thing
Yeah,
which
but-
can be blocked away.
No. I'll tell you what he's thinking here is. Where is that? Because he's got sidestep. He chooses. Oh no, he doesn't have sidestep. That blitzer. Well, even then, where does the ball end up? Where does the ball end up? It's very random.
True, but here's what I would done. You see, if you know the player who did dodge, make the block on the rookie, the beastman.
Yeah. I know. And then you've got a fully protected cage.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I that's what I thought he was going to do. I was like, wow,
Why didn't he?
that's bold.
It was bold.
Oh, what's happened? Oh, my game's crashed.
That was it. I'll tell you if anything interesting happens. I'm sure the way tricks. But yeah, so you've brought up 2 sour points, Gav. There, dodging zombie to
Sorry.
deny me the 1-0 in the semi-finals, and also the fact that Priest beat me.
Yeah, sorry. It happens.
It's okay. It's all right. I understand why it needed to be done.
Frozen games.
Yep. Okay. So here goes nothing. All right. Good. So Andy's like, yeah, that's fine. You've given me an open cage point. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Now I just need a 6 on a re-rolled dice. If the ball rolls in an awkward position, we suddenly got chaos everywhere. So just I suppose for people, have you got your game back up, Gav?
Yeah, it's just coming there. It's just coming there. But you can keep giving the video commentary, the radio commentary.
Yeah. So I suppose radio commentary. He did what Andy's done. What I thought he would do in response to that strange dodge out to the left-hand side, which is just pick off the wrestle player, and now he's got an easy 2-die block.
Yeah.
With a beastman with block and diving tackle,
Well,
and he gets his 6 without a reroll.
and a normal break.
Maybe, yeah, that's true. I mean, it's been thrown out there by Bushranger. Maybe it was a misclick.
Yeah, but even then, I don't think you move.
So we're back in
Don't
the
make
game
the
now.
second
I think
dodge.
you're a little bit ahead of me now. So I
Okay.
just had the armor break.
Do you want to tell me how many seconds in you are? And
Yeah, 203, 202, 201,
okay, I'm on what? Right.
157, 156, 155, 154, 149
Right.
now. There we go.
Yeah, that's weird. It was doing the same thing for me. I sort of paused it to try and catch up, and then I'm on
And then it
147.
popped to 149. Yeah.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, so this is what I was thinking might happen. Is now Andy goes, that's nice. You've got no witch elves on the pitch. Sorry, you're 2 players down. Yeah, no witch elves on the pitch, and the ball's loose. And I've got 6 turns. I think I'll be having this ball now. Thank you very much.
It'll be interesting to see what Priest says there. Yeah, he couldn't have meant to dodge through like that, could he? Maybe. Well, he seemed,
But he seemed
deliberately
quite
positioned
deliberate.
it, Yeah.
Yeah. I sort of know what he was trying to get at. I think he was trying to make that space, as you said, up in the top, you know, the dark elf top left area. By putting that player there, he kind of limits what Chaos can do to head them off. But he does it at risk of basically opening the cage up. I think he might have just not thought it through in this case. Either that or he must have a very, very good reason. that did not work out for him in this case. But I mean, you have to look at it this way: is frankly, he's still Dark Elves, and he's still got agility, and it's still raining. In this position, he's still got a very, very good chance to pick up the ball off Andy.
You don't try and pick the ball up here if you're Andy, do you?
No, you just mark it up.
Mark it up, take the blocks next turn. And...
He didn't even have Blodge. Oh wait, I see what you mean. Yeah, Blodge on the ball carrier. Yeah, okay, fair point. Maybe you trust in Blodge in that, and it's fair enough. Some of us have been in that situation, but I wouldn't. Well, if he did, his trust has once been betrayed, and me and Waitrix's point has been adequately proven. You never trust in Blodge.
Oh, one dice blocks. Here we go.
Oh, signs of desperation from the elves. This is what we like to see. You're right. You've sort of made me rethink. Maybe I do want priest. That's. I don't know. I'm cheering.
Oh,
for
I
him.
see what he's doing here. This is clever. Oh, that's not kind though.
Yeah, that's. Oh.
That's what he was after.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep. This is what I mean. Elves doing elf stuff. Oh, that's not gone well. Oh, that's. Oh.
Oh dear. Oh,
Well done.
Oh, okay. So what do you?
So that's going to be a 4+, however you look at it.
No.
Cerebella is moving up to.
There we go.
the
Now
fifth, yeah.
it's. Well, yeah, it's a 4+ to pick the ball up, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't clear both the
Oh,
tackle
that's a
zones. You
dodge
have to
piece.
clear
That's
one.
fine. Yes.
He has used the reroll, so this is a half chance he picks up the ball.
No.
Yeah.
Where's it going to go?
Hey, back into the bounce. Come on.
Oh dear.
Okay, Andy's got to be happy now. That's a good position.
Yeah.
I think that was the play, wasn't it?
Yeah. Not as good as it was before, but
It was a good play by Priest. It really was.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunately he had to use that reroll at the start.
to be fair though, he wouldn't
That
have
is
made it with the reroll.
the only thing I would
either.
say here, that is a sidestepping piece next to the diving tackle beastman. So once again, in Blodge we trust.
Yeah, but let's have a think. Can you clear enough room to blitz with your tackle player? Potentially,
Well,
yes.
the tackle piece is it's a lot of dice rolling.
I think we all enjoyed watching those bounces, Bushranger. Oh, you could actually do a counter push here to actually sort of do the exact same thing. So you blitz in
Do
with...
you want to go there though? Because if that ball scatters to a dark elf who decides this time I want to catch it, is that where you want to be?
No, you're not looking to bounce the ball. You're looking to move your Willy Stroker up to a square next to the blitzer with sidestep.
Yeah.
So you can make that play.
I'm not sure I'd want to commit my blitzer like that. My blitz in that way. This is an interesting game for 0-0.
Yeah.
It is. It's just been quite... I think both players have played very solidly.
I think what has made this interesting is how well the Dark Elf injuries are holding up.
Yeah. I mean, I think what every team that goes against a Chaos team like this thinks is, I really hope I have enough players on the pitch by turn 4 to make this an interesting game.
I'll tell you what Andy's thinking right now. I don't have enough tackle.
Yeah. He is thinking of that.
And he's also thinking, why isn't my claw mighty blow working?
Yeah. Can you... No, you can't.
Because considering the KOs he had in the first half, he's had quite a few knockdowns,
Okay, so there you go. He's actually has cleared out that tackle piece. This is a big one coming up now. This is a big blitz coming up.
Yeah.
Here we go. He gets the star.
Yeah, you have to try
Yeah.
to pop the ball.
Lodge is rubbish. Oh, and he's knocked out as well.
That's brutal. I think that's a good piece to lose. Oh, it's no one can hang on to this ball. No one can hang on to this ball.
Where's Andy Shawhand's piece?
He's marked up
Yeah,
by
Yeah.
2 players, neither of which have tackled though.
And he's got dodge. 3,
Yeah.
4, 5. But I think if Andy picks this up, he's secure. It's hard to come back from this. Some crazy dodges he'll have to take. Oh, and he's taking the block. He's taking the block. Safety first.
Safety
Again,
dance.
another star. Andy's dice are hitting a hot patch right now.
I think, unfortunately, this is the thing I have with Blodge, and this is why I don't think you can ever trust it. Is if you make 3 blocks a turn, you're going to get a 6 on 6. Statistically, you're going to get a 6. It's not to be trusted.
Andy's rolled a lot of 6s this turn.
Yeah, well, that's true.
1, 2, 3, 4 6s he's rolled this turn. Oh, that one's not got blodge. These 2 haven't got blodge, but they have got tackle. So I suppose it's a 5 or a 6. They have got wrestle, I mean. So it is a 5 or a 6. Now he attempts to pick up, doesn't he? Dixie Norman?
Oh, yeah, he looks pretty safe there. So Dixie Normus was his whole scoring with the right elf, except he's going to apply it to Beastman. Is he going to move Doug Graves first, just to kind of make sure he's in the right position?
Yeah. I don't think he will pick it up this turn. He's going for a foul. See, I told you he wouldn't pick it up.
Okay.
The reason he didn't is because you could tell he wasn't going to, because he was tightly caged around that ball. And if
Yeah.
you're tightly caged, Andy's not going to pick it up in the rain, because it could then scatter away and you've got no control.
Yeah. I kind of like that play. Agility 5 is the real main threat.
Well,
So-
the play here is he's going to formulate a 2-dice block on this Chaos Warrior, majorly small in front of the ball, push onto the ball and hope for the best again, I suspect.
Can you get 2? Yeah, you can get 2 die block. One.
Oh, a 1-die block he can get, actually.
No, you can get a 2 die.
Alternatively, I know it's guard.
Really wants Matt Choman out of the way.
Matt Choman. I think it's supposed to be Macho Man.
Okay, well played. It's not my fault. It's 'cause
Matt Choman.
Yeah. And majorly small, hairy balls.
Maybe not.
More Leicester.
Okay, he didn't go for that play though, did he? Although I guess, although he wanted the push and he would have pushed it out different there.
Yeah, he would have done. So
Gotta
he
love
doesn't
some. Oh, there's the classic "I'm in your shed." I know that one.
have- Doris Shutt. I can't believe you just worked this out. Phil Graves.
Dix enormous.
Yeah. Willie Stroker.
I mean, Willie Stroker's not settled at all.
My favourite one is Jason Waterfalls.
Well, this.
Don't go Jason
I'm in your shed.
Waterfalls.
Is I'm in your shed related to Doris Shutt?
Mo Lesser. Just need to stop reading these out loud. Okay, well, fair enough.
I apologise, viewers. I've lost my co-hosts.
It's just the Matt Choman bit that's just confusing.
Matt Choman. You mean Matt Choman?
Macho Man.
Matt Choman.
I feel like I'm a cricket commentator from many yesteryear. Dear. The batsman's holding, the bowler's willy. Oh dear.
Just Matt. Oh God.
Right.
I'm still slow. Yeah. Moving on. There's further suggestions coming out from now the Twitch chat.
Helicopter. Nice. There we go. Viewers,
Andy will be really irritated.
Andy will be watching this back, okay? Andy will be watching this back. So, viewers, this is your chance to come up with future names for players on his team. He probably will use them, though, I suspect. So, Helicopter is going to probably make the shortlist.
Oh God! Right. Anyway.
So, yeah, I mean, Legendary Edition. I suspect. Oh, is that the sure hands kicking in? It was
Yep.
as well. So he's putting the ball up, and he's going to be feeling really positive now. Yeah, Legendary Edition. What's the cutoff point? If Lorenzo, if your high elves are in the Prem, still in with a chance, decent roster, you're sticking with the high elves until they're destroyed, or until they get relegated, and then it's time for the Dracula to return.
I think, to be honest, maybe one more season, and then it really depends on the next few games, because I've got a couple of rough games, but if I can build the Blitzer back up and just get a healthy bit
I've
of...
got a sending off. There's a sending off there, and it was only for a stun.
I think, though, the stun's almost worth it, really, because that gives him only 2 more turns of play for his...
That was Dixie. Yeah. Dixie's gone.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It really depends, because the bit I'm concerned about is Andy is my final game. He's MD11, and I think we need to call whether we're sticking or it's twisting at that point. But I could have the makings of what could be a very nice team, and then it could be dead by the end of MD11.
I think, speaking on behalf of the commissioners, if you declare that you're sticking and then your team gets wrecked in match day 11, we're not going to hold that against you.
Okay, I might get lucky then. Okay. But to be honest, if I can get what Priest's luck has been on the injuries in that game, I'll feel pretty good. And then I just need to...
I suspect that by the time Andy plays you, he's going to have an awful lot more tackle.
That's my concern, yeah.
Because on the Chaos Warrior, I mean, look at that block tackle, that block Mighty Blow claw guard piece. Where does he go next? Stand firm, maybe? Tackle's tempting though. But
he's tackle. I've already spoken to Andy about this, and he says he's going tackle just for me.
Just for you.
Well, it does make a lot of sense with the rest of the teams in the league as well. It's a very dodgy team.
Does Andy chase the win here? Does Pride say Andy chases the win?
Yeah. There's no reason for Andy not to chase the win here.
Oh, that's a great pal. That is a great pal.
It's good.
I'm
not sure it's enough though.
No, but it does mean that it forces where his blitzer's got to go. Oh, I don't know, maybe he'll take the dodge, I don't know.
I don't know, I think he still blitzes and he just starts trotting down the field. The thing is, there's not... I mean, we've seen it... to be honest though, Andy managed to not score with a better advantage last drive, didn't he? So...
2, 3, 4, 5, 6... That's the same. Oh no, he's got 8 players this time. Oh, there's a failed. The first failed. Failed to get him down. And another one. Or do you take them both down there? No, he doesn't. He chooses just to push him back.
Nah, just push him and engage.
And cage up.
Yeah.
Now.
Well, I think you still need to start moving, so you do need to move down the Dark Elf right, Chaos left now.
Do you go down the right, or do you come through the left now that you've cleared that little hole?
Yeah, actually, I think you could do... Yeah, I think maybe you do go down the left, actually. I think you're right there, Gav. And yeah, you just go for the 1 in 9 dodge and try and cover it.
That's brave, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's 1 in 9 to win the game. 1 in 9 of losing the game. That's not bad. If you gave Andy that shot
He
going
wouldn't
to
take
start
it.
of the
He
game,
doesn't like that. He wouldn't. He doesn't like that kind of dice. It's not.
I'd take that every time.
To be fair though, he has 15 squares to go in 3 turns.
Yeah. He can only move 18. He's got to get something
Yeah,
decent.
He does. He has to move forward, and he needs enough players to get there.
I think you've got to blitz that Dark Elf off. I
Yeah.
can't see anywhere else you've got to go here. It's just get rid of that Dark Elf, move him off somewhere.
I think it's okay. I wouldn't mind doing it with maybe, for example, like the Chaos Warrior that's on the right hand side.
Yeah, I don't. There's a problem. You only need the push, and then you can.
I'd probably use the diving tackle piece to get rid of the blodger.
I think he'll be useful somewhere else though. That diving tackle piece. Yeah. So Andy's going down where he's just moved to Willie.
So this is interesting because I think this is where I think the majority of Blood Bowl players can be divided into one of two players. There are those that would take the dodge and never regret it. Well, they probably would regret it, but you know, there's those who will take the dodge, and then there are those who I think play the safer game. And I think it's in situations like these where you can work out which kind of player you are.
I am a little bit surprised that Andy actually took the blitz with a unskilled beastman. That was cool.
Yeah, well, that is curious because that's the 1 in 9 again, isn't it? But I guess it's 1 in 81 really.
Yes, with the reroll. Whereas the 1 in 9 is with the reroll.
Yeah, and actually, Bundy makes a good point. Andy is a big fan of doing the handoffs and the passes in turn 8. When he was watching my dwarf game, he was insisting that I should have made the vanity pass on turn 8. I could have been trying to corrupt me there, but he's not too scared to use it then.
So we've got Dongleberry, Felix Sighted, Brook and Rubbers, Buster Cherry, Cherry Poppins, Jarl Rubbish, Tiny Wood. Tiny Wood will work better on like a Dryad or a
Yeah. To be honest, I don't think anyone will just think it's kind of the same. It's a generic generated name. No offense, Barmy. If you put it on a Treeman or a Halfling. Oh, let's talk about Halflings.
Let's.
Let's.
What do you want to talk about Halflings?
Is anyone interested in playing it? I would love to play Halflings in the league.
Someone actually asked recently, a friend of mine actually asked if the UKBBL runs a Stunty Cup or even a Stunty League. And the answer to that question was, if we could find someone to run it, we would.
Are you asking?
Volunteers, send me a PN. I don't think that's a good play there.
I think what he's trying to do is just trying to make sure.
This is a 1-die block to get that player out of the way, and then you get a 1 dice on the ball carrier here.
The problem Andy has now is that he has to move the full 6 squares each turn now.
Yeah.
With the player that has the ball, and I'm guessing he doesn't want to pass unless he has to. Or hand off.
And he hasn't done. Yeah, that is actually very true. This could be a dull game finish if so. You can just dodge out a couple of times. Happy days. Do your double cage. Maybe try and take out the Woolly Stroker.
Well, there were a number of cups. Just talking to the community that are popping away at the moment. We did run some. We used to run the Cripple Cup. Which was a competition where you weren't allowed to ever fire a player unless they were killed, and you weren't allowed an apothecary for the team. A lot of people took some stunty teams in that. The Burt Trophy, which was for Zoms and Norse only, that was quite good fun for a while.
For who? Zombies and Norse?
No,
Oh, Amazons.
Amazons and Norse. That was quite good fun.
I suppose we have to wait for Legendary Edition, really, if we're going to do these sort of leagues.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
But I mean, the smart money from Cyanide Focus, they said it was going to be around the summertime sometime, so August seems realistic.
Sweet. Oh, here goes the Agility 5.
Maybe a little bit of a drift, perhaps. I don't know. He's got a 2 dice block there on that Chaos Warrior now.
Yep.
The guard piece.
Then he's got 1 die, 1 die, 2 die.
Yeah.
Some stuns here would be lethal.
That's huge.
Oh dear. Only 1 turn, but yeah, Priest has not got any plans to win this game now.
Depends what he does with this last piece, doesn't it?
Well, other than him running round the Chaos Warriors and straight through, I think he's
Right,
not
no,
going
so
anywhere.
he's given up on the win. He's playing for the draw, looking at the long term. Andy needs to get a long way downfield here. I mean, where does Andy need to get to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
12.
Right. You have the pieces to do this. You have the pieces to do this.
So where the mouse is at the moment, where that back Dark Elf is, that's the line Andy needs to get to as minimum to be able to score 2 go for it. This is tough. Have the Premiership first and second place bored us into a 0-0 draw for the coverage tonight? Unbelievable.
Just saying, I at least had the audacity to lose my game.
The FA Cup draw will follow this match, so we'll stick with it. It's been a while since we've had a nice tight game. Still
It's
all
been
to play
good.
for. It has. It's
It has been an interesting game, despite, and it, yeah.
a bit of a chess
Yeah,
game.
Despite the score, or lack thereof.
Yeah, I think the way I'm looking at it is this game twice was decided by both drives were decided by strange decisions that occurred once on each half.
Yep.
Oh, there's
Okay.
a wrestle. That's a wrestle. That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. That dice. That Chaos Warrior is going down.
I'm
He's
behind
gonna
you
reroll
guys.
that. Yeah.
Well, catch up.
You with us now?
I don't know. I think I'm just sitting around waiting for Andy.
2 minutes. Is your clock still counting down?
Yeah, it is.
2
What are you on?
151.
You're ahead of us.
Yeah, I know, but nothing's happened. I think that means mine has lagged out, so I'm just going to quit the replay and restart it.
Okay. Now we're on 151 and nothing's happened.
Nothing of significance.
After the Chaos Warrior got wrestled to the floor. Maybe it's Andy's turn to go in Lodge We Trust.
It very well could be. I think this is. I'm just saying. This is why the dodge would have been the play to make last turn.
Ekowar's calling out Gunlogue. Gunlogue's not had a great season so far. Foulmaster 3000, although he is third in the division. It's not that bad, I suppose. He did play against Glasshammer and try to throw it away, if you recall. God, look at these open stars when you need them, eh?
And I am still waiting to get back into the game.
Andy's going to get it. I don't think Andy's played dreadfully. He's played typical Andy way. He's played optimal Blood Bowl. I think Prees could be very much aggrieved with the way that the ball scattered in the first half. I think Prees then did make a little mistake with the positioning, leaving that cage open to the blocks to allow the 2 dice onto his ball carrier. But it's been tight. But this is looking.
Yep. It just goes to show you've got an hour and a half game where you're sitting there, even 2 hours sometimes. You take one lapse of concentration, just make one silly move, and it can cost you an entire game. Okay, I'm in the game. 1 minute 30.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's got 2+2+ to get the assist in onto the ball carrier, and then he's got to get away from the diving tackle piece somehow. And then even then you're blitzing with your runner on a blodging piece.
Yeah, and you don't have tackle.
No. Unless you can find a way to get your wrestle piece to do the blitz.
Or you just go balls to the wall and just dodge that agility 5 and say, feck it, I'm running down my line. Jump into 3 tackle zones past a tackle player.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see that.
That's not going to happen.
That's a Bob and my yak crazy play. Koch is still a bit salty about not beating Gunload when he tried to hand it away.
Okay, let's say hypothetically you clear off. You can move Kami, the blodge lineman, into support and get a 2-die block on your diving tackle.
Right, so that's Tronic in place.
Do you use the wrestle piece with 1 GFI to give another assist against the diving tackle and wrestle him down to get the runner free?
I don't think you need to. I think you just move the blodge piece that's actually sitting behind the chaos lines, and you just use him as the extra. And then you make the block with the runner, and then you blitz out with the other lineman. Let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nah, that doesn't really work. I think that's what you. I think you have to.
Oh, wow, that's brave.
Nervous moment. This defines the game here.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah, and now he's got 2 GFIs again.
And a lot of elves to get past.
Yep. Do you tag up the killer piece with his stroker again? Because none of the other beastmen are really in any scoring positions.
Yeah.
I'd still be tempted to dodge this Kiona out as well. I know it's from dive and tackle, but this is tough.
Is there any way that you can get sort of sneaky chain push?
Not now, not with only 2 pieces to move, because don't forget that Blitzer Cerebella has actually just moved. This is still in Cerebella's turn, it's just whether you're going to go for the GFI or not.
That's where I would have put the Blitzer as well.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 plus, 2 plus, and this is looking really nice for Breeze.
Okay.
Okay, so that didn't work. Oh dear.
Ooh.
Oh, and that was an agility bust.
Yeah, it's Apple.
It's fine. So, I can actually...
Not sure I would have used the Apple there, actually. Since his Agi 5 piece is parked next to his killer.
So, can we hypothetically move this player out from the back, put it in the guard here? That gives you a 2-die block on the runner, who you push out of the way and don't touch anymore. Blitz down the other player on the left-hand side, which then clears the path for Phil Graves to make a run. 2 dies. That has to be it, I think.
I think it's slightly easier than that.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's not difficult, this. Because everything's based. So, yeah, clear him out.
Yep.
That frees up your blitzing piece, which will be Matt Choman.
Love Matt Choman.
He can now blitz Tronic back a square. You don't follow up. Oh, he's not done that. Okay.
No, I think he's going for my solution. So you hit with the first one, your William Shakespeare, and doesn't really matter. I mean, you do need to.
If you don't get him down, you're in trouble then, though.
Yeah.
I suppose you can open up a chain, because you can move this beastman from the back. Yeah. That's not dreadful.
Because you can keep. If you can clear out the other one, you can just make a run for it just fine.
Got
So then you blitz off the block player that's on the sidelines and surf him. And follow up. Knock back the Sudakra back right, and then make you go for it.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Ah, now you've got to make a dodge.
Yeah, no, that was the wrong order to do it in.
Oh no,
You can potentially use the other one.
Doris shot is coming through. Yeah.
I mean, you just open yourself up to that 1 in 9 chance. But I suppose you need a push anyway, so it doesn't really make a difference.
Okay,
And he gets
2 go for
beats.
it. 2 go for it with a reroll. Well played, Andy.
Yeah, that was good.
Cleared it out, alright.
If someone's really breathing the mic, that's probably me.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Hello, Jelliel. Two go for it's for the win for Andy. What a game. Is that
Good
the win
game.
you wanted, was it? That was the win you wanted, wasn't it?
It was kind of the win I wanted. That means that now, if I calculate it correctly, Lads Forgotten Legacy will be on the same score as I have, and actually the same exact score TD difference. And he's still got to play the Dwarves. However, I've still got to play Andy. But it's not decided yet, unfortunately.
There we go.
Oh, okay, 1 in 36.
And
Well done, Andy. Oh dear, that was a great game.
it was. All to play for until the end. Interesting to hear what Prees has to say about that in the match confirmation. Right, let's do this
Yeah.
FA Cup draw.
Okay.
So I'm just going to bring up the spreadsheet. Man of the match, Kiona, Jason Waterfalls. He got the man of the match for that spectacular injury he took.
Not Matt Choman.
Not Matt Choman for having the best name.
I was for some reason I was looking and thinking it was a celebrity.
Thank you, fans. Thank you. I don't. It
Right,
was never any doubt, Gav. Never any doubt.
Zunk, we're about to do the FA Cup draw, so if you will, as you were. Right, the first thing we've got to do is decide who wins these coin tosses. So we're going to have open. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches to be decided by penalty shootout. So I just need to bring my monitor up. There we go. So Gerber versus the coach. And Itchin versus Sebo. Elphick versus Ugg. Let me just find the dice. Random draw. There we go. And let's bring this up. No, not that one. That's the one I want. Right. Tell me if we go off air. A lot of resources being used right now. So the coach, the coach versus tournament draws. Right. So we've got the coach. A little bit of typing here. Versus Gerber. And we've got to draw one out the hat. So you'll see it live on here.
All right.
Right, so competitor 1, the coach, competitor 2, Gerber. Oh, come on, stop maximising. There we go. Get out of the way, you stupid fat head in the way. Right, so we're going to click the draw again. The team that comes on top. So it's Gerber goes through from that one. So congratulations, Gerber. You go through. Control. And now we've got Sebo versus Itchin. Sebo. Itchin. And draw. And Itchin is through. Well done on your well-earned win, Itchin. Didn't even play that game. I think they might have done. And the next one is Elphick versus Ugg. Ugnash. Oh, I can't spell it right. There we go. And Ugnash is through in that one. Well played, Ugnash. Well earned. And then we've got MC Hammer and Ceremal. Knowing Ceremal's luck at the moment, he's going to lose this. Ceremal versus MC Hammer.
It's a tin cup. It's a tin cup.
It is a tin cup. MC Hammer, Ceremal's out. Sorry, Ceremal. Your luck's held up. And finally, Bob and Duckwing.
Go, Bob.
Duckwing. Isn't Duckwing Swedish?
Yeah, but Bob is my.
Bob is through.
Yeah, but Bob is my admin.
Okay, so Bob is through. You'll be
Or-
glad to hear.
Co-admin.
Are you Swedish, Waitrix?
Yeah.
I'm coming to Sweden tomorrow for work. Doing my tour of the world. I was in Helsinki over the weekend.
Right.
Yeah,
So there we
Helsinki is
go.
not
That's the
much
first
to.
part done. Right, so I know the numbers. Oh, I don't know the numbers. We'll find out. I just need to put a little filter on this side. Auto filter. Yeah. 1 to 32. There are the numbers. So
Alrighty.
go on then. First name out the hat for the second round of the FA Cup in season 29, the Far Albion Cup. And as our guest this evening, the Waitrix, you get to call the home team.
16.
16.
I'm not gonna do rhymes.
That's probably for the best. You've been there. Cornite. First out the cup. Cornite gets a home draw. And Lorenzo.
23.
23. Infinite Pink. And home team, please.
Number 8.
I'm a bit quiet. You want me to turn me up? Okay, there we go. Is that a bit louder? Number 8. Number 8. Pete Nathan. Home draw for Pete Nathan.
All right.
Next one.
31.
Number 31. Steve-O. He was very pleased to win a game. Knocked out in the first round last season by the last season's winner.
Who was that now again?
Who, Andy Davis? Yeah, nobody important. And the home team, please.
Number 1.
It's not Andy Davis. Farron. Farron has a home draw. And the away team.
Number 3.
Number 3. Oh, Robbo. Farron versus Scold.
Admins playoff with Premiership West.
There we go. And the home team, please.
32.
Number 32. Bane 182.
Oh, beat me. 600 TV difference in High Elves, and he beat me.
Don't ever mention that.
Oh,
Okay.
Number 10 as the away team.
Number 10 is the away team. Mailer, knocked me out. There we go.
There you go.
He was actually up on TV, to be fair. So there you go. We would have been playing each other, Lorenzo. It would have been a GCBC off, but it wasn't to be.
I think that was best. Keep us apart.
Weight tricks.
Number 2.
Agnash did a massive victory through being drawn out of a hat. And he'll be playing
18.
number 18. Schaefer. Former champion Schaefer. Rubbish now.
That's all you got to say on that.
There's nothing else to say. His pants. He's absolute bollocks now. Anyway. And the home team matrix.
Number 20.
Keith Carr. Skaven.
Number 7 to play them.
20 Phoenix. 20p. What number was Keith Carr?
20.
Thank you. And the home team Watrix.
26.
Itchin. Magnificently drawn out of the hat. And he'll be playing. Gets the home draw.
Number 15.
Bob. Bob versus Itch. There you go. There you go, Bob. Have fun with that one. And home team.
Number 12.
Number 12. Tector. Lizards. Got to the final last year.
Yeah,
At the
good
last.
I think was it final or semi-final?
Was it semi-final? I can't remember. Who was in the final? It was.
We took it in FA Cup.
No. Final of the whole UKBBL last season.
It was a Necro Mirror, so
No,
sorry,
it wasn't.
Tector.
Tector was knocked out in the semis.
Gilil versus Bleeding Hippie.
Okay, and the away team, please. Lorenzo.
21.
The Watrix.
Oh.
There you go, picture buddy.
Okay, unlucky the Watrix, you're out. 21. Okay, and the home team, the Watrix.
Number 6.
Gunlogue. Here we go. Echo Art, your name's coming out the hat now. Calling it now.
Okay. 28 as a response.
If this is Echo Art, this would be hilarious. Gray Murphy. It wasn't to be.
I tried.
And the home team.
30.
Freeze. former leader of former second place team in the Premiership. And the away team,
24.
Waldorf. He's playing Kemry, the last
goody.
remaining Kemry team. Els versus Kemry. Waldorf's going to like that. He'll be up for that one. And the home
Magic.
team,
22.
Charlie Banks, his Hobgoblin team with their very fine Minotaur. He'll foul you till the cows come home, and he'll be playing against
Number 19.
Vulture Squadron's Orcs from Tier 2. Charlie will not be happy with that. They're not conducive to being fouled, Orcs. And the home team,
Number 4.
Ekawa. And he'll be playing against
Number 5.
Toby One. And the home team,
29.
Bend. And they'll be playing against
Number 14.
Juno 333. And the home team,
Number 9.
Anton, knocked out last season's champions.
Against number 17.
Rewarded with a match against Glasshammer. Have good luck. Good luck with that one, Kocha. That won't be a 3-3. Not against Anton. He's much more sensible than I am. Okay. And the home team. 4 more numbers.
Number 13.
Gerber. And he'll be playing
25.
Yorbat. And then finally,
11.
the 11 gets the home team. Home draw.
Versus 27.
Vincenzo's playing at home. And he is playing MC Hammer. And that concludes the second round of the FA Cup. Core Knight versus Infinite Pink. Pete Nathan versus Stevo. Farron versus Scold. Bane 182 versus Mailer. Ugnash versus Schaefer. Keith Carr versus 20 Phoenix. Ichimasak versus Bob and Yak. Tector versus the Waitrix. Gunload versus Grey Murphy. Prees versus Waldorf. Charlie Banks versus Vulture Squadron. Ekawa versus Toby One. Ben versus Juno 333. Anton versus Glasshammer. Gerber versus Yorbat. Vincenzo versus MC Hammer. So Andy, we have you here with us.
Do.
How do you assess tonight's work went?
That was fucking awesome. No, it went well. Just. It was very close. Little frustrated it didn't score in the first half, but it was good defense from Prees. I think he backed me into a bit of a corner with it. I ran out of turns. In hindsight, I think the drive went wrong for me when I brought the ball carrier back a bit far because I went for an extra block on that wrestle guy. If the ball was further forward, none of that would have happened. But I don't know. When it all was on.
Do you think Prees made an error? Did he misclick and leave that corner of his cage vulnerable?
Oh, in his drive
Yeah.
in the second half, we spoke about that after the game, and he said that looking back on it, it wasn't a misclick. It was he didn't want to have to make 3 extra go for it because you had to move the runner forward a square, the ball carrier forward a square, and that guy forward a square, and he didn't want to have to make all those extra GFIs.
But he could have just blocked. He could have actually blocked the beastman off of that corner of the cage.
No, that guy went and stood there. That was it. He finished his turn there.
No.
We'll have to double check, but
No, that's not what
He
happened
did.
because that's the one he
He
dodged
did.
through 2 tackle zones.
yeah.
That's the one that he moved and made the dodge through 2 tackle zones into 1 tackle zone. Could have been the guy that did the block to remove that beastman off the corner of the cage.
Was that not a wrestle one that was stood the other side of a Chaos Warrior? Had to like dodge through out of a tackle zone, through a tackle zone,
No.
and then round.
It wasn't. You watch it back. That was very simple to just not keep that corner of his cage. It was just a simple block. Very much
Fair
so. What turn was it? Do we remember what turn that was roughly? Let's
It's like turn.
have a look at the
I
highlights.
think it's turn.
You can actually look at it on the stream, Andy.
Turn 9 or 10 or something.
Let's have a look.
Um,
I'll bring it up on the stream.
It'll
We
be
can
in
actually
second.
watch
It'll be in
it.
his third turn. Because turn 1 was to recover the ball. Turn 2 was to go sideways, and turn 3 was to go there
In the second half, so we'll skip
in
over
the second
it.
half. So it will be 9, 10, 11.
Prees is
10,
actually watching it. Actually, Prees is in the channel right now. So
Commiserations, priest.
yeah, indeed.
He's downstairs, Gav. I think you can't.
Yeah, in the match room 1.
Oh, okay. Let's bring him up here. If he's still there, if he's willing to come up. Hi, Prees. Commiserations. Maybe you can hear us.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Right, we're just
Hey.
flicking over to the point that we think that maybe we got it wrong.
I feel relatively confident about it.
Yeah. So
I think you're right. I've been listening in a bit, and you mentioned a block that I could have made,
Yeah.
and it never occurred to me. I don't know why.
It's always easier to be on this side of the panel. We all know it.
So a little bit further on than this.
Yeah.
But I
It's here.
should have.
So it's
I
here,
should have
Andy.
made.
Are you seeing that on the stream now?
Yeah, I'm watching on the stream.
Yeah. So he blocks off this corner of the cage. Now here,
No, look, hands up then.
no,
So-
it's the guy standing next to the Chaos Warrior. He can do a
Yep.
2 dice block on the Beastman on the corner.
Here.
This guy here, number 3.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Surely that warrior has.
No, he doesn't. That's
Guard
an
them.
that's
Oh,
an
wow.
unguarded.
That-
That's why that was the play.
And even
For
if you
sure.
did have guard, it's still 2 assists. Take away 1.
Yeah. It's
One
'cause the
guard.
stand up there. You've actually still got the 2 assists anyway. But you dodged that out.
Yeah, you're right. It's either that or making the GFIs.
And we actually did expect you to block that Beastman off of there, but yeah. So Andy, there you go. That was it. That was the point that we felt the game turned. There was a similar error. I mean, we actually did talk about the error Andy made in the first half by running out of movement space and leaving himself a bit short. And in fact, it was Lorenzo who said, actually, you dropped off a little bit, Andy, because you were worried about a block you were going to make on the sidestepping piece to leave him range your ball carrier, which meant you dropped very, very deep with your ball carrier right in the first half, and that's why you didn't score on your drive. So
Could I say,
Go on.
could I say something else about this situation when you're done?
yeah, no, you can talk about the one that we were just looking
alright.
at, please.
Yeah. So it's in Andy's turn. So my blitzer that's furthest forward. If he was 1 step back, I think I would have forced a dodge. A difficult dodge.
In
Is that right?
what, just after you lost the ball?
Yeah. Andy's turn. No, in Andy's turn when he knocks the ball loose.
Well, potentially there was a weird load of bouncing with that ball, which pretty much also decided the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
And that's
such
also-
one thing that we were saying. It was such a tight game.
This
I mean,
situation.
you can see why.
One back. Oh,
Okay,
I'm
just
looking
go
at the
back.
stream. So I'm still holding the ball. It's Andy's turn.
Okay, let me. there we go.
That's the
There.
situation.
There we are. So you've got the ball, and it's Andy's turn. You seeing that on the stream now?
Nah, it's a delay. But if my furthest forward blitzer was one step back,
Yeah.
Yeah,
he would have had made a difficult dodge.
Yes. Yes.
Even though the cage corner was not
Yes.
over.
True. True. Yeah, that's very true as well. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it was such a tight game. So it's always easier to look back on it with hindsight. But I suppose that's what separates the really great players who are at the top of the Premiership divisions from everybody else. And I think to actually play as Lorenzo was saying during the stream, I think it was Lorenzo who said it's a game that takes 2 hours. So there are going to be mistakes from everyone, and it's the person that can avoid making the most.
Exactly.
It was a very, very enjoyable game. So I don't know what else to say about that. It was a pleasure to watch, and considering it was a low scorer, and often low scorers can be very dull, but it was actually quite exciting all the way to the end. And it was very interesting, and it opens up the whole of the division. All Lorenzo needs to do now is beat Andy, and then everyone's on the same points. So
Yeah, it's easy.
Did you see the SPP afterwards?
It was terrible.
Yeah,
Absolutely
15
terrible.
SPP in the whole match.
2 of those are MVPs. So
That's good. I think if Andy can keep his SPP game for the next few matches
Yeah.
low, that'd be nice. Thank you.
That my next 2 games should go relatively well. You recipe for disaster saying that, but they're against a very broken undead team, and then a very strangely built chaos team.
Yeah, I mean, I'm yeah. It was certainly an interesting game when Gav actually almost swayed me to thinking that I should actually be cheering Priest to win. But I don't really know. I don't really mind.
well, to be fair, the first half of the match we got to listen to the Waitrix and Lorenzo moaning about how woeful their elf teams are at the moment. So,
So, do you want to join us in that, Andy?
oh yeah, Andy.
Yeah,
everyone wants to
high
hear
elf
about
team.
your high elf team as well. Yeah.
My house is shit. Really not happy about that at the minute, but oh well. Yeah.
Right. Well, thank you everybody. It's 11:15. We normally like to wrap it up about 10:30. It was quite a long one because we had the FA Cup draw on the end. And Andy's not the fastest player, is he? Let's be honest.
Can I just plug something, please?
Yeah. Plug away.
I've just linked it in chat. I'm going to put it in my signature as well. I've just decided to start doing streaming as well of random games. I haven't got a schedule yet, but I've just posted that there.
Is this GCBC 3?
This is GCBC 3. This week,
Building an entire network.
yeah, this week I am off work, so during the week, I will be playing random champions ladder matches. Currently with Chaos, who are 10-1-1, I think, 11-1-1, 10-1-1, something like that. It's going all right.
Excellent. So random, you're going to do like tutorials and stuff like that, and talk people through your thought process and how to get inside your head. Is that right?
Yeah. If and when people bother to watch it, I was planning on not just streaming in the style that some of the other streamers do, but actually sort of dissecting why I'm doing what I'm doing and why, and hopefully people might be able to follow that. Thank you very much.
There's also lessons in winning gracefully, of course.
Yes, I've got that down to a fine art.
Losing badly as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it you called the FA Cup? A tin cup? No longer interested.
I don't need to be interested, I'm not in it.
Not anymore. We love you, Anton. By the way, we love you. For those of you that did miss it last week, just to be clear, there we go. Just saved it for another week because that banner is here to stay for quite some time.
Yeah. I like how you're able to criticise me having gone out in the first round twice.
Same round as
First
you.
round twice. Fucking bin bag. How can you say that? How can that be a thing? How can you criticise me after you've gone out twice in the first round? Convincingly, might I add.
Yes, I have nothing to say. I don't have your
Consistency
ego,
is
so I can live with myself. But it hurts you far, far more when you lose.
No.
Oh, by the way, just for the record, for last week on the stream, Andy did give you a mistruth. He actually informed the stream, the population that was watching, that I'd only ever beaten him once, and I clarified with Andy that that's actually not quite true. I've beaten him twice as often as that.
Yeah. Wow. Two whole times.
Yeah, you've beaten me what, 2 times?
Oh, I don't know, 7 probably. I don't know, a lot.
A lot. Yes, because Andy actually conceded against me. That's how bad it was. I actually have signed recognition that Andy conceded the game to me. So that's how, we've talked about not liking quitters, but Andy was a quitter.
Just to provide some context around this. It was in round 5 of a UKBBL. Sorry, round 4 of a UKBBL tabletop tournament where both of us were like 17th and 24th or something. It didn't fucking matter. And it meant I could go and get some food. So I was like, yeah, let's not bother with the last 3 turns because what's the point?
That's right.
So
absolutely. What race were you playing, Andy?
Oh, God. Yes, I was playing Kemri. And there's another funny story about that I'm sure you're about to tell us.
Yeah, what team won that tournament, Andy?
I think it was Kemri. Cerebral won that one.
Just for the record. Right, we will really call it there. It's not a GCBC one without having a pop at Andy during the course of the evening. So we've ticked that box tonight. Oh, and I've left that banner on far too long. I will actually take it off now. Sorry, Andy. I forgot it was up. So yeah, we're going to roll the credits. I'm just going to pop the bits and pieces off there. Thank you very much to my guest, the Waitrix, and thank you very much to my co-host tonight, Lorenzo from GCBC2. Thank you for standing in for Andy. I'm assuming business will be resumed as usual next week, Andy.
No, I'm afraid you're gonna have to find another guest speaker. I'm not here next Monday.
You're away, are you?
Yep.
Okay, well, I'll see who's around because I think Lorenzo's going away as well.
Yeah, I'll be in Barcelona, I'm afraid.
So it might just be me and my guest next week. I'm not sure who that is at the moment. Let me have a look.
Yeah.
It will be on the Twitch stream. Next week we have Bevan. If I remind him, I need to remind that we've got Bevan on the show. But Bevan's been on the show with me before, so join Bevan and me for Around the Grounds. We'll be catching something from the UKBBL. One of the nice things, Andy, about tonight was Lorenzo was here championing some of the lesser known teams which you have no knowledge about. So it was nice to have someone talking about vampires.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay.
Which is not something that you'd ever touch, I suspect. So
no.
So yeah. Right. Thank you, everybody. We're going to roll the credits.
Thank you. Good night.
Are we safe then?